Good morning, YouTube. It's Cherise here with another video. Get ready with me. So, look at my skin, guys. I cannot wait to do my final skin update. I've been using Glam Glow products for the past month and a few days. And after 2 months, I'm going to give an update. I'm going to upload 3 videos. The day 1 video, the 1 month video, and then the 2 month video. So you can see all 3 videos will be next to each other so you can see the progress that my skin has made. It's definitely looking a lot better. And I'm really happy with how far my skin has come. But that's not what this video is about. Speaking of skin though, let's talk about how I'm preparing to do my makeup words. So I cleansed and exfoliated my face as usual, but I went in with this Freeman Feeling Beautiful Sparkling Pear Pore Cleansing Mask. This is one of my favorite face masks for tightening my pores because I do have large pores on my cheeks and my nose. So I use this, and this is really, really good, and it's really, really cheap. And it's their Sparkling Pear Pore Cleansing Whipped Clay Mask, and it looks like this. And it's like less than $5, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that's what I used today. And I'm going to be trying out, again, this Milani Prime Shield Pore Minimizing and Mattifying plus Pore Minimizing Primer. The first time I used it, I didn't really see any results. So we're going to try it out again today. And I'm shaking it up just to make sure that everything is mixed together. And I'm also trying out a new lip balm. This is from Nivea, which is one of my favorite lotions. And it's their Milk and Honey Lip Care Balm Stick. So I have that on my lips. I'm probably going to have to stop wearing lipstick until after my recital, which makes me kind of upset. Like, ugh, I love lipstick, but I'm having to practice saxophone so much, it's become a burden to have to take it off and da-da-da-da. So we're going to try out this primer again today. And it comes out kind of silicone-y looking, and it feels very silicone-y. I'm rubbing this all over the forehead, the nose, and the cheek area. And pick up a little bit more. It comes off looking like that. That was weird. I was going. I woke up not feeling too well this morning. I think I was dehydrated. Alright, so now we have that primer on. Still not sure how I feel about it, but we're going to keep testing this out. It was $9.99 at CVS, I believe. And I also ordered their new foundation, so we'll try it out with the foundation whenever it gets here. So let's continue on. What kind of look do I want to do today? I've been feeling very springy because it's been so warm and nice and beautiful here in South Carolina. The weather has been beautiful, just beautiful. So let's see, for foundation today, I'm like looking at my foundation arsenal. It's so hard for me to choose sometimes. Let's do the Maybelline Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation. We'll do that one today. I'm going to do a pretty simple look. Oop, let me shake this one up. I really do like this foundation. And I have first impressions and reviews on it already. Okay. It's become one of my new Holy Grail drugstore foundations. And I like to apply dots all over. The shade is like a perfect skin tone match for me, which I love. It's always easier for me to find a perfect skin tone match in drugstore foundations than in high-end foundations, which I think is interesting. But this is the shade 95 Coconut. And I like to use a brush, but today I'm going to use a beauty blender. I just dot it all over just like this. And I wipe off whatever's left over on the very bottom of my face. And this foundation is like $8.95, I believe. $8.95 or $7.95. Maybelline Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation in the shade 95 Coconut. I'm taking my damp beauty blender and we're going to blend this foundation out. Yeah, I normally like using a brush with this, but I don't know, I feel like using a beauty blender today. But it really is an awesome foundation. I'm kind of doing little twisty turnies as I'm blending to make sure that there's no dots left on my face or any sort of like streaks or anything like that. Or we can see I'm going over my eyelids as well. Time really does fly. Like, I don't realize that it takes me so long to do my makeup until I like start looking at the minutes as I'm recording. I'm like, what? It's been that long? Really? And this is a pretty medium to full coverage. And as you can see, it looks so good. It leaves your skin with the most smooth, flawless finish. It's so pretty. And it blends super easy, and it's just an amazing drugstore foundation. Obviously, I mean, look at this. I'm just doing extra blending, making sure that there's no line of demarcation. And that's what it looks like without being set. Just beautiful foundation. Alright, so now we're going to set this. I have been really into concealer lately, but for today I don't really want to do concealer. I'm sort of in a rush, but not really. So we're just going to leave it as is, and I'm going to set this foundation now. I'll put my beauty blender away. So I just love the way it looks. It's so pretty. We are going to take an e.l.f. flat top powder brush. Mine is a little bit dirty. Ignore that. I'm going to take this Maybelline, no, not Maybelline, L'Oreal True Match powder in C6 Soft Sable, which I just dropped, but it didn't break, praise the Lord. I've hit pan on it, and I'm going to use this to set the foundation. Really focusing on the areas where I need a little bit more coverage. I'm kind of working from the outside in. And I'm going over the eyelids as well. And I'm putting this all over my face. So we're not really going for too much of like highlighting or contour, I'm doing more a simple skin routine. So just apply this powder all over. You can kind of see the difference on one half, how it looks with powder versus without being set with powder. It has more of a yellowness, which goes better with my skin tone, but this helps to deepen it up just a little bit, which will match parts of my body better. I think I'm gonna wear a dress where my skin is showing, like my legs are gonna be out, whatnot. So I think it's supposed to be 70 degrees. But I'm literally getting ready and I'm gonna go to Waffle House and have brunch before I go to work because I don't think I'm gonna make it like through today if I don't go eat before I go to work. Like eat a good meal. So I'm gonna get the All-Star Special. It's one of my favorite things at Waffle House. I'm a very like Waffle House makes me really happy. So I was gonna say I'm kind of like a cheap date. Like if you're like, oh, I'm gonna take you out to Waffle House, I would be like, yes, I'm so excited. Can't wait to go out with you to the Waffle House. Like that's what I like. I also like Chick-fil-A, Panera. I love all the foods. I love pizza. I love it all. Alright. So just make sure that your whole face is set with powder. Don't forget your eyelids. Don't forget to go under your eye. If you don't need any creasing, don't forget to go where you get most oily. For me, that's my nose. It's forehead. Don't forget to blend into your hairline. Don't forget to go over your ears. Alright, so it's set. Still looks smooth, still looks awesome, and it still has kind of a glow to it, which I love. I love this foundation. And I love my L'Oreal powders. Alright, so next, let's go ahead and jump into the eyes. And I think I'm going to use, straying away from the drugstore, I think I'm going to use my Tartlette in Bloom palette. And it came with this little card for a look. Like it has some looks on it, suggested, I'm still going to repeat myself, it has suggested looks on this little card that it came with. And I think I'm going to try one of the looks, and it's called Sunflower Stare, and I found that really cute and funny because I used to live in the Sunflower State before I moved to South Carolina, and that state happens to be Kansas. And I went to Sunflower Girl State and everything. So we're going to do the Sunflower Stare look. I'm just going to follow the directions on this little card. And it's this top look up here. Real simple, real cute. Nice and springy. So it says Sweet Funny Girl all over the lid. And Funny Girl is this light champagne shade down here. I'm just going to use my finger. As you can see, it's really, really pretty, really, really pigmented. And I'm just using my finger just because, I don't know, I just felt like using my finger. Especially for applying stuff to the lid, it's easy to use your finger. And Funny Girl is such a pretty color. Oh no, I'm getting crease in my forehead. I forgot that sometimes this foundation does that. I haven't worn it in a little while, so I forgot that sometimes it creases in the forehead area. That's okay, because I have a trick for that. So I have Funny Girl all over the lid, but we're going to address this creasing. So what I'm going to do is take my beauty blender that I used to blend out my foundation, and I'm just going to go into the same powder that I used all over my face to set the foundation, this L'Oreal Tree Match powder in C6 Soft Stable. And I'm putting the powder directly on the beauty blender, which is damp. And I'm going to go in and really press it into my forehead where I have my fine wrinkle lines. And that usually prevents it from creasing, and it really gets the powder like in there. It really fills up those lines. Yeah, you can also apply powders with your beauty blender. If you didn't know that, I'm just gonna apply a little bit more. All right. Now you can see that those lines are virtually gone now. That's just a tip. If you get creasing, like just take your powder on a beauty blender and really press it into those lines. All right, back to the look. So now it says take the color Rebel and blend that into the crease. So let me get a crease brush. And we have this color, Funny Girl, right here all over the lid, applied by my finger. And now we're taking the color Rebel, which is this reddish brown color, and we're applying that into the crease. And Funny Girl is a shimmer, obviously, and this Rebel color is matte. And it's going to look a little bit different than the picture because I have more melanated skin, so it won't look exactly the same. But it's still very pretty, springy look. But if you feel like you need extra creasing oil protection, I'll show you a third step that sometimes I do. So after setting and then going with a beauty blender, another thing you can do to help further prevent creasing is to go back in with your brush and powder just to lock it in one more time. So I'm going to do that. And this also, each layer you add of powder adds more coverage. And really press it in as well. Pressing is key for coverage and oil control and creasing / wrinkle prevention. And my skin does not look cakey either. So I am using quite a bit of powder. Alright, so we've blended Rebel into the crease. That was step 2. Step 3 is to take Firecracker and to put that in the outer corner. Firecracker is this beautiful shimmery bronze shade right here. It's really, really pretty. So I'm going to take the same brush, not even going to wipe it off, and we're going to follow the instructions and put some of this right on the outer corner. Which I love using this firecracker color like all over the lid. So I'm focusing this exactly where it says on the outer corner. I'm kind of going onto the lid just a little bit so it transitions from Funny Girl into Firecracker. Now, the next step is to brighten your brow bone with Charmer. Ooh, Charmer is a little light. This is Charmer right here, which is basically white. But you know, let's take a chance. So I'm taking Charmer, as you can see it's white. Oh my. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. Taking Charmer on my finger, and we're using that to highlight our brow bone. You see that? Just a little bit. We don't want to do too much because then we will look scary. Oh gosh. And then it says, and patting Flower Child in the inner corner of the lid. You saw my face. So I'm going to use a brush for that, and I'm going to use this kind of flat, it has a flat side to it. So Flower Child is this color right here. You can't even see that. It's like a light nude color, white people nude color. Yeah, it's like, what? Beige, like a light beige. I was like, what am I trying to say? It says to pat this on the inner part of the lid. Okay. I'm using this brush to do that. This palette does get a lot of fallout. All right. And it says, finish by lining upper lash line with glitter and applying 2 coats of their Lights Camera Lashes 4-in-1 mascara. I don't have their Lights Camera Lashes 4-in-1 mascara, but okay, so we need to take glitter and apply that to the upper and bottom, the upper and lower lash line. Where's my liner brush, my angled brush? So this is Leader, which is like a nice deep plum purple. So I'm going to use this angled brush from e.l.f., small angled brush, and follow the directions, which it's really hard to line. And like I said, this is a very pretty plum color, like deep plum eggplant type of purple shade. I have our concert band music stuck in my head. We just had a concert on Thursday. Alright, so now back to the upper lash line. I'm kind of focusing this on the outer one half of the upper lash line. I finally responded to all my comments from up to a month ago. Sorry it took me so long, but school has just been cruel to my schedule and my free time. And having 5 jobs doesn't help either. So I really just haven't had time to sit down and respond to everyone, but I'm proud to say that I've caught up responding to all the comments. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting and interacting with me, because that's what I want. I need to know what you guys want to see, what you guys think. Am I doing a good job? I love feedback. I love constructive criticism. Being an educator, those are very important things. And being a musician, those are very important things. So I finally responded to everyone. And I'm excited for the new videos that are coming up whenever those products get here. I have a package from Milani, NYX, and Black Opal coming. Okay. And so the last step is to add mascara. So that's the eye look. Using my Tartlette in Bloom palette. And using their suggested look called Sunflower Stare, which is the top one. Maybe y'all can see that. There we go. That's the top one. Of course, it looks a little bit different on my skin because I'm more melanated. But it's still pretty. So I'm not going to do mascara or eyebrows on camera. As you can see, my eyebrows are like legitimately growing in though. Exciting. So let's move on to finishing up the face. Spring is in the air, so we are going to highlight and get glowing. And I'm going to use my favorite from Black Radiance in Ginger Snap. You guys see me use this all the time. And I'm using my e.l.f. complexion brush. And I'm going to follow my cheekbone. Really focusing this right here on my cheekbone. Sure, you can hear my stomach growling like crazy. Really focusing this on the cheekbone, like so. Did you hear my stomach just now? It is angry at me. It needs to go eat, which we're going soon. Okay. In like less than 30 minutes, I'll be going to the Waffle House. And then I work at noon, so that's perfect timing. It's 10:30. Okay. So, highlight. Of course, we need to do the bridge of the nose. The tip of the nose. And with whatever's left over, I'm just kind of brushing through the brow area. Cupid's bow, bridge of the nose. Alright, so now, last but not least for this look, we're going to add blush. And I'm trying to decide what kind of blush do I want. Or do I just want to do bronzer? Let's just do bronzer. So we're going to do the CoverGirl Queen Ebony Bronze Bronzer, which I have hit pan on and probably need to replace soon. I'm using the same brush and I'm just going to dig in here. And I'm going right underneath my highlight, kind of in the hollows of the cheek. Like so. Cut my mirror down here so I keep looking down. Like so. So I'm going to take a little bit just above the brow area. And I'm going to take whatever's left over down here. Just to bronze that up, add a little bit of shimmer. I feel like I need more on this side. Or bronzer in general. And last but not least, what I'm going to show you on camera is lips. Like I said, I just need to add mascara and do my brows off camera. But let's end with the lips. This eye look is fairly neutral. It does have a purple tint to it though. So for lips, okay, do I want a matte lip? Do I want to have too many choices, too many options? What do y'all think? This is going to be too dark though for a spring look. So in Copenhagen. This is too dark. Okay, I'm trying to do a spring look, y'all, but I want a more springy lip color, and my mind is like going blank. Actually, I think I know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna wear Zipper from ColourPop. This is a nice bright purple, and it's a matte liquid lipstick, and it's just really pretty. This says spring. One time my roommate and we were in a rush to go somewhere, and I only had put lipstick on my bottom lip, like liquid lipstick. So I went out just like this and did the rest of it in the car, but we saw several people on the way, and they were just like, what is wrong with this girl? It was funny. I was wearing Echo that day too. We were going to get donuts from Krispy Kreme. And I just applied that very carefully. And again, this is a ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip Liquid Lipstick in the shade Zipper. Okay, so that completes this look. Like I said, I'm just going to do my brows and add mascara. For my brows, I'm just going to use a black eyeliner pencil as usual. And for mascara today, I'll be using from the drugstore. Or should I keep my eyes all high end? No, from the drugstore, I'll be wearing this Maybelline The Push-Up Drama Mascara. Hope you guys enjoyed this look so far. It's really simple, really easy. Could be done much faster. But I wanted to chit chat with you guys, and I want you to get ready with me. So I'm gonna get dressed and head to the Waffle House and go to work. You guys have a blessed week and a wonderful day.